God, Clavier had a long leg.
He's all leg. But I did get myself one.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Kataki.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up and is a sold-out house. Very well, to recap. While yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct there, Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. A little new age. I like to look at these horrible crimes from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the pre-preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see, to his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancé, Judge, his partner for life, with no chance for parole. Gotta add that in there. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand.
With Clavier, it's literally just oops, all bangers.
Ellipses, your name and occupation, Fräulein.
Alina Tiala. My occupation is future wife.
Ah, traditional values, I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater.
What the f-
Yeah, you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait. Fräulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Walkie-Kataki confessed his plans? His plans for murder?
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night.
Break it down,
just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it.
So the pistol did belong to the Kataki family then? Yes, with regards to these, an investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion. On charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it? Fired from the pistol the defendant required? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that?
Bullets carry marks from the barrels that fired them, called rifling marks. Ah, was my audio freaking out?
I don't know.
Because it's
Rifling
lag.
marks?
Let me see if there's something I'm running in the background that I
It sounds
can close.
crunchy.
It's got crunch. Oh, the heck is running in the background that's making it run like ass. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oops.
What happened?
I accidentally closed
What?
the game. Wait.
What?
Hold on. Well, who knows? Maybe this is the fix we needed. Hold on. Fuck.
And all that progress was gone.
No, it's not. It autosaves.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So we probably won't be too far back. It's fine. I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh, I could probably close this. And I thought like, oh yeah, closing
Womp.
Steam would just close the background window. No, it closed the whole game. It says it's still running. Stop that. Hold on, it's doing its thing. Technical difficulties. Come on. Load. There we go. Can I just...
I can't wait to get back to Edgeworth.
yeah. Okay,
And useless wiener.
hold on. I gotta stream it to you again.
You gotta step up against Kataki, you better step up strong.
Okay. Now we can do this. Okay, I think this is where we stopped. I'll just go from here.
Rifling marks? Think of them as being as gun's fingerprints left on every bullet it fires.
And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
That must have been, quite frightening. He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
Incidentally, I have to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I prefer without complaint.
Rocky's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
How old is she?
Let me see.
Older than him, I think.
21, and he is 19, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Just 2 years. Great, now he sounds like a psychopath.
She is manipulating the fuck out of him.
Yep. So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Rocky's a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps the treatment was a bit too special, ja? Yeah?
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
Damn. I'm surprised they didn't say he had a switchblade comb. Point here being that Rocky had access to a pistol. Hold it!
What happened, meaning the murder? I tried to stop him. I really did. But Rocky wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems. The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. Hold it!
How can you say that for certain? How?
Objection! Shut up! Air forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Walkie, was it, who took the pistol from his hold? We know this for a fact now. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from badgering the witness. Who said that? I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used his pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used that pistol?
There was
There's
another.
Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol.
Oh. What's these? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
It'd have to be, whoops, it'd have to be Alita.
Yep. Take that! Take that!
Well, of course, I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Objection! Objection! Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed the man in cold blood in his behalf? I heard people doing strange things for love, but this is just stupid. It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
I hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. You might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness and Miss Tiala and the victim. And this is the one that says...
Yep.
Well, what's the one? Oh, here it is.
One.
By Miss Tiala.
It was one of them. That looks like a medical chart.
But this one explicitly says her name, so... Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Diallo? Whatever! Why is your name on this chart?
Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala?
You hear that, Neo?
What?
It's Kristoff taking the chart away.
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
The animation is like she's so over this. Miss Tiala? You testified that you had no connection to the victim!
And I don't. Now. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last single detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
But that's not true at all. Why I embrace the ones I love. Past flaws and...
There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. It's it's the sandals.
Makes sense, yeah. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah! Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
And there he is, being helpful. What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are aware that totally turbulent. A simple analysis of the sandals will reveal all.
Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Her sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic. Which means you weren't there on the day of the murder. You went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day?
I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets.
Why?
I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
By mistake, you mean? The mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know?
Poking jabs at him while he's dead. That does make sense. Yes, but there is still one thing which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? These sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? And why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home too.
Nice judge.
Thanks, Judge. So why were these sandals left behind?
He pointed out the contradiction before me. He'd be a better defense attorney.
Right? There's probably a good explanation for these, right, Miss Tiala?
God, now we need an investigation game where he's a defense attorney.
That will never happen. I'm prosecutor for life.
Honestly, yeah, go dude. Follow your dreams.
I like how you said that he just started like his band gig out of like a whim and it just blew up. What the fuck?
That's how it be sometimes, you know? That's just how it is with fame.
Say, for instance.
Like you start from nothing and just blow up, you know?
My gigs keep blowing up.
All our food keeps blowing up.
Crash me!
Wah!
There happened to be a similar pair of sandals with which you wore home by mistake.
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, forehead?
Right? Oh, what the? No fair! He's filling the holes in her testimony. Is it my internet that's gone bad, or his?
Oh, hello.
What happened?
I don't know. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I did go to the whoops.
Pop.
Around what time did you go to the clinic? I don't remember exactly, but it was up to 9:30, I think. That was the first time you had contacted with Dr. Maractus in half a year. Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day?
Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away? Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem. Couldn't you have called? Why go in person? I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? And hitting Phoenix right. He was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. Must have some evidence that proves it, too. Feel free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you? No, I did it for him. For us.
She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah?
I don't want them to take my walkie away. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
Trying to figure out what really happens at that clinic. And fast. I'm guessing it's on this line.
Yeah, it's this one, and bring up the one of the walkie reports. I think wait, it's not this one, it's the other one. Because Maractus did put it in the cell, in the safe, I mean.
Yeah.
Objection!
This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report to get the truth locked away.
Bye now, Doctor.
This is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, does it? You're both for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
The chart business seemed to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
Ugh! My eyes. Ugh!
My bracelet's reacting again.
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet tighten just now.
Your bracelet?
Just like yesterday. Like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away.
But I can't see anything, Apollo. I can't see anything, Apollo.
Then what's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Huh?
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. You listening? You listening?
Ah!
There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. With your eyes and your senses.
Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Let's give it a shot and break down that testimony.
Break it down like... Yeah, that one.
Okay. Probably someone with her hands.
Yeah, it's their,
She, like,
it's her ring.
fiddles. Oh, I saw it just now. But I missed it.
What? Why would I go to the clinic now? Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch!
Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you go now, don't you?
You know why you go now. Now go now.
I fucked up. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very tired. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, it's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this.
Yeah, it's that one. Because, if Waki found out that she was a nurse on it, he would be upset.
Yeah.
Take that!
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kisakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh? I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half-year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Ah!
Bird. Also, that bird. How is that moving?
I don't know.
The same question I asked. Why is that swan alive in grade 8?
Sure. Just don't question it. That's all, Your Honor.
What? What? What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? Damn, these bitches be lying.
Why you?
I sensed it.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. From his forehead, on top of his forehead. Very cool.
Thanks.
So, the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic. But her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If Itaki's got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it.
Order, order!
I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see that at all. Daddy was right about you. You are the ace attorney. The what?
Wait!
Is that something you used to say back in the day? Is Tiala?
It's true. That shot was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home.
Shut up! It appears his cross-examination is far from over.
What?
she hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet. It is not clear that these truths have anything to do with the case at hand. Well, the witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
I was so close.
Damn it, I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Phrasing.
Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. That was a lie. So probably
It's the bullet.
Oh, the bullet.
No. Yeah.
Cause it has the lipstick. So.
Objection!
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kinda like you, actually.
Kinda like your roommate, actually. How do you know about my roommate?
How do you know about that? This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Objection! Sorry. Enough of these joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Objection!
But this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Smoke weed every day, smoke weed every day.
Inside the safe? I guess the police just checked that far. Objection! But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Objection!
Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us?
Fuck!
The pistol was taken from the Kentucky mansion that day. The marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, and that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder.
Not bad there, forehead. Beacons? Have this bullet analyzed immediately. Mika?
Mika?
30 minutes later, a reporter arrived.
The rifle marks on both bullets are identical.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
I gotta show you something, Mia.
Oh boy.
These are my war flashbacks. Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this?
Chief Montoya? I could. They love the card shoe. It's spider time. Your powers are what? Look at you! Again! Again!
Judge, jury, executioners! I'm dead! Mr. Justin, where are you going with this?
It's spider time! Maximum pulse!
Maximum pull! We are... No, wait. There we go. That's my Jeff impression. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Wakikataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination?
What? That reminds me. Apparently the Katakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, you will. Nefarious? Does she plan to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune? You keep talking trash about my Alita? Did I not catch?
No, I didn't. I'm just trying to read something.
Oh. I'll sue you, lawyer man!
Huh? Me?
Yeah! You said you abused my Alita!
I think you mean accuse.
Something different! Well, you can't have her, she's mine! It was me, I shot the doctor! Me! He left me to die, so I left him to die too, there in that park!
Whoa, Waki! Just cool down a second, okay?
You keep on my Alita, or I'll... Miss Tiala?
I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki, wake up and smell reality.
I want to point out something that you made this person British, and it's like she came all the way from Britain to America just to marry this guy, to be a nurse, and marry this guy. Like, that's funny to me. Alita? Baby?
The signature, the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on, it's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself.
Alita! You honestly are like a breath of foul air, Fraulein. It stinks.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So, the family's fortune is what you're really after. That's right. I wanted the money.
No way! That's whack! I ain't trying to hear that!
Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. I could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? would never do such a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Trucy?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found.
But I didn't have a pistol now, did I?
Well, you could have taken walkies.
You'd think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, "It was me! I shot him!"
Objection!
That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point? Certainly the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... Wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh. You see? That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Ah!
He's right.
Almost read that.
It's fine.
Ciala,
Yes?
it is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps the time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions or whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that shot, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
You went back later?
That shot was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting later today, and then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. That was you?
Ah, Apollo! That sound came from behind this door. I sound really different from last week.
Someone's in there. A break-in! They lived through that window! So you were the burglar. That was you two. If only I had one more minute. And I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That trespassing and brazen at that!
Oh, is that a trial for trespassing now? Besides, can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Later. When I heard what happened, but I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way. Warm for
I could've
you,
gotten
that
that.
meddling kids.
I could have gotten a report if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Why didn't Dr. Maractus keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him.
Hold it!
But you could have stolen it. Could have? Is this some new definition of proof? We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us.
Objection!
Might I remind you, this is a cross-examination. You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
He's right, isn't he?
You've been doing this a lot longer than you, so yeah.
Hold it!
Yeah, but, But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further?
Hold it!
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? Time to fall down the stairs. Here we go. If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck the victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you, forehead.
Yes.
Was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot. Objection!
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, near the trash can where he tossed those panties. Mr. Stickler shouted from this location the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. What?
Silly
Do
boy.
you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
Objection!
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Objection!
Then why don't you show us there, forehead?
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. God. Rookie, Jesus. If the witness panties guy was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? Or what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one presenting the shiny forehead to show us.
If you can, that is. Whoops.
Shut up, Apollo!
Okay.
If you can, that is.
Lucky Kentucky was standing at the killer mark. So Stickler was at the witness mark, and of course Camaractus was at the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
Someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Objection!
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Like so.
Wow, 2 penalties.
Be like Godot. Just fucking kill him.
Kill him.
Honestly, that fucking Godot's pulling out that if you fuck this up, your whole health is gone. Double penalty? And boy, I wish you to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready to challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time.
It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo?
Justice reigns from above. The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. We believe that, we know where he stood. The victim turned when he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here.
Right there.
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the 2 men. He shouted, just as he told us in his testimony. The victim turned to look in his direction. The shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Oh, yeah.
Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, towards the noodle stand.
Order, order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand. Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the back.
I also like how there's a shadow cast where his arm is. It's just nice detailing.
Yeah.
Wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him?
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you notice if you were pulling someone along.
Objection!
Something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Objection!
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand.
Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand?
Well, too bad. It doesn't matter if you pick well, too bad. He'll just like, no!
What? I got it right here.
Why would you do that? It would have been funny.
I don't know.
The funny is gone.
Intriguing. Let's see what you got. Show us the proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. You're making Apollo too serious. I hate it.
Have to be because all the bowls were in the hospital, right?
No, it's the slippers.
Oh yeah, because that's easier. The Maractus Clinic. They're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Ah! Oh, and Miss Tiala. Your toe print was found in the left slipper. Ugh. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
yet there was only one sleeper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram. The park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. The slipper wouldn't leave a trace in a cobblestone path.
And you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and Slippy fell to the ground?
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There is no room for a person to hide in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, something will have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice, you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Now it's the bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldune's noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic?
Mr. Eldune was very clear about those bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stop! I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
Damn, bro. That's fucked up.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court did not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale.
Shows a picture of a baby. There. The innocent thing that can be... The innocent thing that you can see.
Yep.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
And please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes gravity.
I'll give you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it. It was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night.
Alas.
What was the Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case.
You ever heard of the Great Molasses Incident?
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I wouldn't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. And whoops, I keep accidentally reading it.
Shut up, Alita.
Oops, I accidentally did that. I didn't mean to do that. Stop.
Here's the press button. If that was really all that happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there?
How should I know? There weren't any balls when I went, I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright?
I detect uncertainty there. This is my last chance.
Apollo, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually. How would it respond?
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice. So yeah, it is what that is. Man, it's her like rubbing her neck because she was choked.
Yeah.
Yep, there it was.
Gotcha! There it is.
All I did was talk. And lie. What is the thing where it's like all the young people do nowadays is eat hot chip? Oh wait, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie. What? Show me proof! I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they'll give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. But you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words.
My twitch? What are you talking about? I'm not a streamer.
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. habits, and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that! I told you the truth!
It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are conscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. I got proof that shows exactly what happened, and now it's the lamp. She got strangled.
Take that!
What's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I could come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out! This is talking in circles nonsense. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me!
Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiala, please remove your scarf.
Objection!
Nick, it's you. Whenever you're ready.
I'm having technical difficulties.
You're good.
Into the tribe to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target. Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. Tokyo drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it! This is insane! I'm an unrelated third party!
You can't order me to remove it.
Miss Tiala. I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No! No!
I know
Yes.
it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala?
Your neck! That isn't what I think it is it?
Something did happen that night in the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it.
But wait! Looking at this lamp at the witness's neck, looked like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic.
Mumble. Cool down.
At least this time
Order,
I won't be
order,
cutting out
order.
constantly.
Someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already! I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus.
Huh.
That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
You wanna be
Looks like
Maractus?
my clinic's seen its last patient. Yeah.
I have to get rid of that shard. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
so you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You.
What happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Maractus was serious.
Scariest fucking image.
Yeah, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
Did you just snap your
He's just chilling.
So you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick?
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? I was out cold. Almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I?
Ah!
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. It would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day true. Yet, if you are also a victim, this court will owe you some sympathy, I guess. Well, Mr. Justice? I believe that clears up the remaining question for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
Hold on, I'll be right.
Alrighty.
I'm back.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, it's just like the streaming quality keeps on going up and down.
You're good.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well, let's finish the cross-examination of this.
I am piecing myself. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your hair are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin?
Maractus Chocolita Diala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Lita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Mr. Lita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin.
And
Based.
me, Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth.
Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. The day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent of giving Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And Miss Yala heard about this from Waki. So, the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Lita Diala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park. Well, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, therefore, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Lita Tiala. Do I have experience? Do I have evidence to show what he did next? I mean... Probably... I don't know what would show...
It's the noodle stand.
Yeah, I figured it was just a noodle stand, I just didn't know.
Take that!
If there was some, like, extra step. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Aldun's noodle stand.
What? Killing me just have done that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Ah. Wait, you don't mean...
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Then let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. On his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Wakigataki?
Objection!
I question your logic. God damn, this fucking delay. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
Or the construction like nearby is making my internet not as good.
The park is dead end. The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. You have no
Probably
reason to
is
go
because
there.
it was good like earlier. Now it's just
Oh, we're getting to the end of it, so.
He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to
doesn't
a
really
dead
help
end?
because I need to hear you.
Yeah. Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently the defense has an idea. Shows us where Dr. Miraculous is heading with the stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. You are exactly with the victim dragging that stand.
Take that!
There? That's a river?
Whoops. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was going to throw me into that river?
He didn't have many other options, Fraulein.
I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Aaliyah Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler of panty snatching fame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant,
Damn, what the fuck? I am miles away. I'm miles behind.
So, I shot him?
you were the only one who could have stolen Waki's pistol. It had to be you.
Well, Miss Tiala.
Nice work.
You mean, I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo backed up everything he said with facts.
Facts and logic.
If you're sure she's making it up, give us another reason. How would Dr. Marax get through the park?
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Where of what? Can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Prosecutor Gavin.
But they always be the one to point out their forehead errors.
Yeah, it really is something.
I believe the Fräulein speaks of our doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place?
If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. Yeah.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without the case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it would've run if it was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy?
Do I look like...
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car.
Oh yes, I nearly forgotten about that.
After all, she drove it back to that garage in her head fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
Ugh.
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
No. No!
Order, order, order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maracta use his car to carry the body?
Is that a go to surrender right here? Some advice now, a good time to review all you know.
Everything you learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
It's just as a contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. It is truly your last chance. It will explain to us what happened that night.
Oh wait, the car couldn't run because the fucking panties were in the exhaust pipe, yeah?
Yeah, the panties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Two. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple.
It's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Andy. Let's see now. Panties again! You are me devil there, forehead. All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth.
Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin!
So you were here investigating?
Whoops.
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
Oh, ooh.
Oh, you good?
My motorcycle won't start a cock exhaust pipe. Yeah. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. I don't believe that I could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting. Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling. The panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the end, we found these. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What?
That's why Dr. Maractus has used a noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Whoops. Well, Miss Tiala? This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning.
What? What's your problem? You! Doc! I know what you did! Ah,
Wonky?
you lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man! Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything! I have to stop him!
Sisters, I want you to...
Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. You went to use a public vote to reform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake. Whoops. That was his mistake.
No. My biggest
That was his mistake!
Your mic cut out, but like it was weird. Like it went like that was his
steak.
that was his mistake. Like it was delayed. It was really funny. It was coming to you for help. It was coming to you for help, Justice. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Wonky declared guilty, it was you.
Thanks.
I believe we reached a conclusion of sorts. I think.
One way or another.
Prosecutor Gavin, how is Mr. Alita Tiala doing? He confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest. now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He'd figure out she was the killer a while ago.
Self-advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you learned over the last 2 days.
He lost, but he didn't exactly win either.
Everyone's a loser. Sorry.
Yeah.
Something the matter, forehead? Look like it's time to announce a verdict.
Yippee.
Neo.
What?
Course adjourned. I think I'm gonna head out. I can't take this anymore.
It's okay, it's almost done. You can...
I can't keep up.
It's fine. Go, be free.
And we're at the... I can be free. You're at the end anyway, so have fun.
Alright. Alright, so I'll finish up on my lonesome. Whoops, that was my nerds. My nerds can't eat me exactly. I don't just have an army of nerds. I don't know, that could just be my Tumblr. But that's besides the point.
Great job, Apollo. You did it.
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my leader, Holmes!
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish! Enough, Walkie. I don't know how to do this, I'm just gonna fucking wing it. Ah, Mr. Kitaki. It's high time you open your eyes, Walkie. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman? Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. You know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money? Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki! Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot. Eh? What's that?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to become a businessman? Wouldn't it be... I'm trying to remember what it is. There's a Nick. Nick in the chat, I see you. Oh boy. I don't remember which one it was. Nick, if you are here, what is the evidence I need to show? Speak to me from beyond the grave. If not, I'll just look up a walkthrough. Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean... Oh, really? Are you? I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. I can see clearly now. Please understand, Waki. Dad. Aww. Man. I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for...
Waki?
Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out, and we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
My Waki!
No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kitaki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky lime pie. Kentucky lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Aw, you make a good team. Don't just stand there and let's get going.
Huh. Why not? She did help me out. There's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. My bracelet. Yeah, 10 out of 10 parents. The only 10 out of 10 parents that you'll ever find in this series. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon?
Ah, salty noodles. Right. You gotta stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's a special, alright. Please, anything but him. Yippee! Alright, we'll stop there. We won't continue the next chapter yet. Case yet. But oh boy, that one's gonna be a doozy.
Oh, can't wait to watch the same video over and over again. Where it's Rise from the Ashes, but worse.
That's gonna be a treat. Curse you, third case syndrome. Curse you! Alright, well that's gonna be it for the stream, so I'll see y'all later.